Hello again and welcome to another Visio 2010 tutorial. Today we're going to examine Backstage View in a little bit more detail. As you can see, I've got a blank drawing open for the purposes of demonstrating Backstage View, and I've got the Home tab selected at the moment. Now the Backstage View is the one that appears when you click on the File menu. So in order to open it, I'm going to click on the File menu now. And it defaults to this tab here called Info when you have a drawing already open. Now it's a little bit like the file menu from previous versions in that it has save, save as, open and close commands, and they all work in much the same way as they did in 2007. But this Info tab is new, and as you can see from the screen here, it's got two options. One is to remove personal information, and that includes any metadata that might be embedded in the file without your knowledge, and the other is to reduce the file size. And what Visio does is it will take out any unused items to make the file size smaller. Over on the right hand side, you've now also got the Properties page. It's now part of this window here, Backstage View. The next tab down is Recent. I'm going to click on that because that also has a new feature. Now I've only got one recently opened document in here. It's this one here called Drawing 1, but the new feature is it actually has a little push pin icon. If you're using something regularly and you don't want to have to search around for it, this little push pin icon allows you to pin it to this menu. All you have to do is click it, and you can see the pin changes shape. It now looks like it's pushed in, and it doesn't matter how many more of these recently used documents I've got in this screen, it will always appear in that list. Very, very useful. The other one I think we've probably looked at before. The new tab is the one that replaces the Getting Started window in 2007, and this is the one that includes the recently used templates, template categories and other ways to get started, including Microsoft Office Online and creating a new drawing from an existing one. The next one in the list is Print. If I click on Print, you can see that we've now got several different options here, and one of them is this Print Preview. So if you're looking for Print Preview, it's now in Backstage View. You've also got the Print command, which opens the printer dialog box, and this is the Quick Print button that will actually print one copy of whatever you've got open, and it'll send it to the default printer. So if you happen to have a drawing that's got 10 pages and you click Quick Print, it'll send all 10 pages to the default printer. So as a rule of thumb, if you don't want that option, I would click Print, and then you can select the printer you want to send it to and the number of pages that you actually want printed. Now there's another new button here which is Save and Send. If I click on that, you can see that there are again several options here. Save and Send allows you to send a document as an email attachment, but a little bit more than that. It allows you to save it as a standard Visio drawing and send it. It also allows you to create an email that contains a link to a drawing. You have to obviously have this on a network drive or saved on a web server in order for that to work. Again, these are two new buttons in 2010. You can now send it as a PDF file or you can send it as an XPS file. In any of these cases, it'll be sent as an email attachment. If you're in an organization that has a SharePoint server, you've now also got the option to save the file to SharePoint. And you obviously have to be able to locate the server, and you can choose to use the Visio drawing format, or you can use it in conjunction with Visio services on a SharePoint server if you have that option installed. The other two options here, you can change the file type, so you can change it to a picture, a portable network graphic, a JPEG, or any of these other image types, including an AutoCAD drawing. And as I mentioned, you can now also save the Visio document as a PDF or an XPS file. You've also got Help here. Help in 2010 is now represented either by using this button in the Backstage View, or you've got a little blue question mark symbol as you had in 2007 that appears on every page, or of course you can always press F1 on the keyboard and that will automatically open the Help screen for you. But the other thing I wanted to mention is here. Now in 2007, if you wanted to change your preferences, you would have gone to Tools and Options. And now in 2010, the Options window is accessed from Backstage View. So if I click Options, we'll open the Options dialog box. And in here you can see there's a variety of different commands. In the general category here you can choose whether to show the screen tips, the color of your interface, and also whether you have the mini toolbar available. You've also got the proofing tab, which includes the autocorrect options, options for saving, full language, options to customize the ribbon and the quick access toolbar, any add-ins you might have installed for Visio, and also the Trust Center. The Trust Center is where you can change your macros settings. So if you go to Trust Center and then click Trust Center Settings, that will open the settings that allow you to change whether macros are going to be allowed, and the default, as you can see, is to disable all macros and to notify the user. I'm not going to do that now. I'll cancel that, and I'll also close the Visio Options dialog box. And if we just return to Backstage View again, if you want to exit Visio, you can just click the red X, or of course you can click the red X up in the top right hand corner. So there we are. That's a brief overview of Backstage View. We'll cover individual components of Backstage View in other tutorials, but I hope you found that useful and helpful if you've never used Visio 2010 before. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next tutorial.